Thought I told him you can't treat a glazed lily like...
Hey,
Tighnari!
Oh,
We didn't have...
well, for the exhibition, even so.
Oh!
Not this time.
Mr. Tighnari! Sanjay! He...
Apologies, Traveler, Paimon. Looks like I've got...
Tighnari's busy no matter where he is, huh? Yeah, seems like it. Hey, don't look at Paimon. Well, looks like Tighnari... Wow, look at these flowers! They smell so...
Huh?
Paimon's... Pine... She's just...
Rainbow roses.
But...
A moment of your time, you two? If it's not too much trouble, perhaps you could try this incense.
Incense? Whoa, that was fast!
Think nothing of it from your seen as your...
Oh, so Paimon is...
The traveler, right?
What happened?
Have you... To put it simply, when inhaled, certain pollens can trigger abnormal physical reactions.
But Paimon has seen these kinds of flowers before and nothing weird happened then.
Well, but there's no need to worry. Pollen allergies can be effectively...
Oh, well, that's...
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. I left in such a hurry, I forgot to... Emilie? Ah, what a coincidence.
It was nothing, really. I'm more curious as to why you thought...
Remember the first time we met?
The spirit born...
It's not really something you...
Exactly.
Whoa. Good thing...
In addition to medicine...
And that's where...
A flower egg?
Well, I did...
Oh, Paimon was sure
It's a kind...
August.
In an ancient language... Ah, that reminds me. Perfume mania. It all started, no one, and the demand was too... The value of these... But at the end of the day, perfume is just... Luckily, in the end, only a few...
What does all this...
Well...
10 million?
After the mania ended, most perfumes returned its namesake, the flower used to create. Indeed. When the bubble popped...
But didn't you...
Ah, yes.
Traveler, we should help Emilie look for it.
I have to agree.
Even if I can locate... Divine, noble, one of a kind. All beautiful sentiments when it comes to perfume.
Wow.
Of course, every so often, someone will claim to have recreated the unique scent of a goose.
Okay, that...
Ever since that room, if I can then I'll be free.
That makes sense.
Oh, I would, of course.
Well, you...
Based on the information I have so far, Mr. Edgar...
I was just...
Edgar?
The person you've been back when he was still...
I should also mention...
So, this guy was a famous perfumer in Fontaine, but then he came to Sumeru to teach people from Fontaine?
It's a long story. If you're interested, we can talk more about it when we see him. He should be staying near the hotel.
Oh, look at all the flowers!
Apparently, the exhibitor paid a large sum to rent out the hotel.
Yeah, what if guests come early? They won't have anywhere to stay. Also, renting out this big of a hotel, how are they gonna make that move?
It's been so long.
Well, you... Oh, yeah, okay. Hold on.
It's nice to see you again, Master.
Emilie, I've heard you've become quite...
Oh, well...
I've taught many... And who are these two?
They're my new friends, the Traveler and Paimon.
Emilie's friend.
And these two gentlemen?
I'm... yeah.
Merchant?
You must be here to look...
Well,
I'm guessing you're here for the same... I commissioned that being... Some of them were much a one-of-a-kind...
No, I don't think so. A goose is even... Although...
impossible. If a goose...
Technically speak...
Well, let's...
No. By the time compared to things.
Wait, are you saying...
Just think.
We don't have You all traveled.
Ooh, you've got the keys to the room.
I managed to...
Oh, and
Don't worry, Master. I can sleep on the boat tonight. Or I could even camp in the wild. It would give me the opportunity. Although...
Well...
Of course.
All right, then. I'll prepare some...
whoa, the smell of flowers is so... Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers.
No, we work closely.
Oh, guess there's just too much to store for the exhibition.
Oh, this Blaze. Ahem.
Yes.
All right, then. Where can we find
It's still at the port. In addition to some daily necessities, there's also a case of amber wine that I brought back. Could I trouble you? Is that so? Mr. Ood, Mr.
Hey! What are you doing?
That's Master's voice.
Edgar!
Master!
Hey, Edgar! Hey, Edgar?
No, don't shake him. He's injured. Just leave him to me. You two... Oh, thank you. Skin is...
That strange smell around here. Is it coming from this bottle? Oh, really? Do you think...
I check. Oh, but that's impossible. Oh, the culprit, I mean. It's not like the culprit.
Well, we look...
The most important thing we can do now is focus our...
So, how's he doing?
When I administered emergency treatment, I discovered he's still unconscious and inducing vomiting could obstruct his airways. We'll have to look into other clues. Ah, yes. But first, Mr. Sylvain, Mr. Lucian.
Wait, you...
Hey! Were you talking to us, mademoiselle?
Before arriving in Sumeru, I asked a friend from the Special Patrol to look into the creators of Auguste. There were 4, a researcher, the 2 in the end.
And what...
Every time you're...
Ah, Miss Emma, you have a... What?
Amber wine is a... unless...
Emilie, you little...
Don't misunderstand, Mr. Sylvain. I don't... But Master's life... If Master's... So I'd like to try...
Fine.
Sylvain!
Lucian, if this will help us find Kyria. You were right, Miss Emilie. There were 4 of us. Sometime...
Sounds like he's still upset about that. Wait, then how did Edgar end up...
Master was convicted as an accomplice, so he only had to serve a few years. He decided to move to Sumeru. Still, that's how I met him. But we can talk about that some other time. I want to hear more about this researcher.
Like a... But...
What?
It didn't matter.
What?
Sounds like you did an investigation of your own.
The name wasn't mentioned.
Kyria was he was just a clueless. Vijava kept him after all.
So,
Vijava, if she left something...
And judging by the liquid in that bottle, the Auguste flower wasn't the only thing he reproduced. He managed to
So the liquid Edgar was forced to ingest really was a...
poison, if Auguste could be considered. We're not looking for... We only would, as long as...
so that's why you...
Yes,
Anyway,
Well, at least...
well, glad to hear it. Lucian, let's head back to the room.
Yes.
You think so too? But based on Sylvain's...
The way you exposed them like that? Oh, right.
Oh, yes. That's
So you're...
close. In fact, with just a small basically, I've learned a lot in my line of work, and I've witnessed a lot of death. But this time, we may still save the patient. Actually, Traveler, could I trouble you to report? I'll stay here and
Take it easy.
Whoa, why the rush? Did something...
What? Edgar, he's the most famous
Sheriff, have you received any reports of a...
No. I'll start gathering my forces.
What about you, Tainari? Do you have a plan?
I'm sure the sheriff...
But...
Then she was far... Not to mention the fact, as for me...
Oh, that's right.
From Emilie's letter, certain. I didn't have time to... I have friends and I'll leave you and Emily...
Well, it's been a day. Wonder if Tainari's discovered anything. But things weren't looking good with Emily's master yesterday. We should check on things at the hotel first. Emily!
no longer my chemical analysis of a goose.
Elemental energy?
Hard to say. I had to use unless you were abnormal. As for weather master,
Oh, that reminds... Oh, Paimon thought he... excuse me? Is Miss Emily here? Oh, perfect! Familiar face?
call it. Ah, of course. Tainari's and please, no need.
Oh, did Tainari send you here? Yep. Anyway, based on what the Master considered that possibility as well. How is that possible?
It's starting.
Hey! Lucian!
It's Sylvain! Wait, you don't think Curio came back?
That seems impossible. If someone came in or out of the... It's locked?
There's no one here.
Lucian!
That's Sylvain's voice! Hurry, let's check...
Lucian! Lucian! on. Emilie.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sylvain.
No, that's not.
Traveler, Kale, Mr. Sylvain has gone through. He needs some space to.
Of course.
Thank you both. Mr. Sylvain? We'll take things from here. Just focus on getting some rest. Here, this way.
Poor guy. He's like he may have made some bad decisions.
Good person or bad. The death of a loved one is all the moments he shared with his brother.
If Kiria really...
Lucien can no longer. Traveler, I've got...
Who would have thought? Yesterday's Kate. Miss Emily, I heard you're...
Oh, I'm not actually a... I did take a look, though.
Then, would you mind...
Of course, I appreciate...
We'll help too. And the windows are... I'm so sorry. Well, looks like we...
So, did you find anything?
Paimon can show you. Here, it'd be something like this.
But,
No, his reaction to...
then, what...
I agree.
Mr. Sylvain, I need you to tell me everything you and your brother did since you...
After Kiria attacked Edgar, we returned to our rooms and decided to lock all the doors. The only door we... But I didn't hear any sort of commotion last night. Not a single noise.
So, no movement from the room next door. No signs of a struggle.
I did notice a few things about the body. Lucien's pupils were... There weren't any traces of liquid in his mouth or nose, so it's
A goose? No, that's not possible. Inhale. No. Emilie, you ran your test.
No.
That may be true.
Master!
Edgar?
Sylvain, no matter how hard...
Edgar!
Even if we could keep it no. He would... That's... Yelena wasn't a scholar from Sumeru. She was...
The Fatui.
Ah, so you've already...
Oh,
The Auguste
The Fatui
born of a delusion.
that's enough. At first, Yelena didn't have any...
So you decide...
Listen...
It may be true there are no records, but even if no one was acute... that explains the Fatui.
Ha! A goose.
So there's bad...
What about Yelena?
I'll admit, we thought about it at one point. We took care, but before we could even...
But if her goal was... Yeah, she could...
I thought about it, everything she... One of the reasons after arriving...
So...
If her true, the Auguste...
So the wealth you...
Most like. That's why Lucy...
I don't think he knew his... Yelena, oh...
Then all we'll need to do is tell Kiria what... I'm not so sure. Even if he knew the truth, It's hard to put...
Very true.
Edgar,
Think about it. If we hadn't invited...
we were just trying to... Lucian's...
3 people from... Well, we can only wait until the academia sends someone to deal...
The hotel could... Although with...
Mr. Edgar, are you saying...
If Sylvain... I'd just ask for Sylvain. Would you be willing to grant that request, Sheriff?
Well, the man we grew to know...
You have my thanks, Sheriff.
Happened tonight?
Yeah, all we know is that he uses a goose to poison people. But we still have no idea if he targets Sylvain.
That may be true. If we...
Master, no.
If Kyria... In other words, you want...
Capture?
Afraid? I'm spending the... As for the...
I'll admit, it could... Then I'll station some of my men around the hotel.
I still have some reservations.
I'll also keep...
Although, if Kyria...
You mean if he doesn't...
If that were to happen...
That's why everyone else needs to keep to the shadows.
You're still recovering. You need to rest.
All right.
Have you heard? Mr. Edgar's been detained.
What? He's the one who helped...
He taught my child how to make perfume.
He hasn't been convicted.
Oh, everyone on the street. Let's head back to the hotel and take a break. Emilie!
Thank you, Kale. But first, here. I prepared a kind of herbal tea that helps calm the spirit. Why don't you...
Oh, that...
Oh, it's... You seem very...
Oh, Hey, Emilie, Kale. Oh, are we... No, not at all. This will be easier to talk. I've just been... There was just a... When I accompanied maybe Kyria did that on purpose. Maybe he wanted Sylvain to... So did he it?
Based on what we've heard...
Losing his sister all... Whenever I get to thinking like that, I'm sorry.
There's nothing in all my... Some of them surround your... So while you do Sylvain, answering those... I've witnessed, but generally...
Once you're consumed by...
You're right, but that also... I understand...
Huh.
Emilie, Traveler. Huh? Edgar.
Oh, it's you two. Didn't you head back to your room to rest, Edgar? Is it really okay?
Besides, I don't have much time left in Sumeru.
We could do that for you, Master.
No need. I would imagine Sheriff...
The night...
That's right. I've stationed some... Exactly. After some discussion, and Emily's expertise is sure to come in handy.
Sounds perfectly...
Not a peep. Has Kyria given up on his revenge? Still nothing unusual. Paimon took a peek into the room next door and Sylvain's already sleeping.
Perhaps curious... No, that can't be... There must be something...
Maybe we just need to calm down a little. You're right. Maybe we can look for a different distraction then. Oh, there's a glaze lily here. Paimon didn't notice it earlier.
Flowers. Oh no! Sylvain's room! Quick!
Wait, what?
Hey, did you...
It was the older.
Yeah, I think his name was Sylvain.
First it was Mr. Edgar, then that merchant named Luke.
Listen up, everyone. This is an act of crime.
It's been 3 days.
Do you think it could be the work of an... I mean, how do you...
Keep it moving, everyone. No.
I suppose
You don't know that.
you were the...
Even if I wasn't there,
Is that so? I have... But Kyria, it really...
if you really want an answer, I suppose you'll have to ask Kyria himself.
Well, Emilie... What? So many flowers were transported here. Whether Kyria... I know it...
Of course,
Really? Now I...
Sheriff Shams.
Go ahead. Best not to keep him waiting.
I'm sorry, Master.
Emily still isn't back. Yeah, that's...
Traveler, I had my men start spreading the information you requested. But after listening to Emily's plan, to be honest, I'm still not sure.
The key clue was right in front of us, Let's go. We'll show you where the... I only have a...
So.
Wasn't this incense originally... Wasn't this incense original... Another all-nighter. Emily still isn't back. I hoped you did... Yeah, that's...
Traveler, I had my men start spreading the information you requested. After listening to Emily, to be honest, I'm still...
The key clue was right in front of us. Let's go. We'll show you where the... This is it!
The glazed lily, huh? I think I've heard of it before.
Well, did you know it only blooms at night?
Emily, you're back!
Exactly.
A flower that only...
Exactly. That's why Kyria chose the...
If applied, there's this. If you stick.
That's right. That way, however,
And Kyria could...
by the next morning, the sample...
Wait a second. And how did Edgar even survive ingesting a...
That's because a goose is just...
that can't be right.
I wouldn't use the... You can think of it this...
The incense in Sumeru.
Alchemically produced essential oil.
That stuff gave us a lot of... Oh, yes.
in Sumeru, it's not.
Flowers were pretty.
Actually, it's not a
No wonder he probably... But in the end...
There's a saying, but because he's been disguised as...
The more it all. Kyria and Ed.
But Kirya was only in his. Edgar's lived.
Bad news, Sheriff. Mr. Edgar was attacked.
What?
A dark shadow-like figure just ran out, but before we could even react, do you think Kyria kidnapped?
I need you to think very.
It would seem Master decided to tap in.
What? But that's so deep.
But what?
No. If his aim was to target...
If he lives so...
Then...
The shadow-like figure ran in the direction of the elevator, and
We should hurry before they're forced to confront each other.
Where in the world did he go?
It's all right. Please, calm down and take a deep breath.
How could...
It's all right. I can... It's this way. Please, follow me. The scent is getting stronger. This must be the place.
Oh! Are you all right? Were you...
Let me take a look.
The air definitely feels heavy. It smells nice, but for some reason...
Everything looks all right. It was probably...
I can't rest. He's a good man.
O's, you need to come.
But how is that? Mr. Edgar is...
That's precisely why he had to resort. Kyria used...
No.
And what if they I've yet to confirm it, but I suspect Kyria killed the real Edgar while Edgar was in... The new Edgar then decided to relocate to Sumeru, seemingly out of an innocuous... And Sumeru, as the years went by, he removed his disguise...
That explains why he aged himself.
I need to find Mr. Edgar. He's not...
What you really need...
No,
Wait! This environment is likely being influenced by the delusion. Any discomfort, I know how to relieve. I'm sure Kyria...
Kale's right. The Traveler and I will take things from here. This leads me to believe those blessed with a vision, or actually, I hate to...
Thanks. Hear that?
Traveler, Emilie, for someone who's only...
Don't worry. This isn't the end. We're not going to... Monsters. Perhaps they were attracted here by the increased level of elemental energy.
Here comes the catch.
See?
Quietly now.
I've never seen these seeds before. They must also have been created with the power of a delusion. It seems to be avoiding us, and there's no other way forward. Perhaps we could try luring it to the edge of the cliff.
Take it easy.
Whoa, look at all the Agus. There are so many of them.
I fear that statement is truer than you know, Paimon.
But what? He only needed...
Perhaps hatred wasn't the... Not long ago, he told me he didn't want all the but Kyria betrayed Snezhnaya, abandoned Fontaine, and lived his for someone with nowhere to call home. This'll brighten up the place.
Things are about to get dicey. Busted. Take it easy.
A plant that destroys seeds. Huh. Quite the ecological marvel. Let's head back to the place where the seeds first appeared.
Take it easy.
The scent of flowers is getting stronger. We're almost at the end. The scent of flowers...
Did they catch up? No. My strength is just waning. But it doesn't matter.
This is a garden of Auguste flowers. But it's not mine. It's the one that was set on fire all those years. Yelena? Yelena! You tried to hide it from me, but the reason why you continued to use the delusion The reason why you set your garden, I shouldn't have listened to you that day. I shouldn't have taken the mower and ran. But by the time I realized something wasn't right, there was nothing left. I know I'm almost 20 years too late. I should have died with you that day. Yelena? Yelena! No! Don't leave me! Yelena!
I'm alive. No.
That was an illusion.
No. A fake.
We started making to create a perfect... The Accord is the basis of perfume making.
The product in its most primitive form. Ambergris mixed with cedar wood, rounded out with a base note of agar wood.
This is the scent of leather?
Exactly. We're unable to extract essential oils from leather, but by combining other raw materials, we can recreate its essence. That is the purpose of an Accord.
Does that mean you can recreate any scent in the whole world?
I'm afraid not. Certain fragrances in this world are simply one of a kind. That quality is what draws people in and fuels their obsessions.
If I wear a goose to the ball, I'll also be one of a kind.
Our competitor already got their hands on it.
It doesn't matter how much it costs. I have to buy something better.
This fragrance will be one of a kind, no more. Myths can be deconstructed. Miracles can be recreated. All it takes is skill, experience, limitless exploration, and a little patience. The only thing left is determining where the real Auguste is hidden. Pretending to be attacked means he's not free to move around. Auguste must be hidden within reach.
Paimon took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers.
The curator commissioned a flower pot from Kasharuar, capable of retaining heat and moisture.
Perfumes are as beautiful as flowers, and equally as delicate. When stored, you must take care to control the temperature and keep them away from direct sunlight. Did you get all that, Emilie?
I got it.
Did you hear? Someone was attacked again last night.
So, Sylvain is dead. Is that right?
Yes, Master.
So, you switched the bottles of Auguste?
Convincing you that your revenge...
Impossible. If Auguste...
It was a combination, but recently...
Rainbow...
Auguste was created perfumery, the mythos surrounding...
The past.
You've been working as a perfumer for all these years. You should have always... But the meaning you believed in its divinity and grant your obsession...
We just didn't expect it to happen so fast.
Well, so, since you've been... That means the news of...
Yes.
Who knows?
I know if you had... all the crimes...
Is that so?
Whoa, he accepted that kind of fast.
I don't feel the need to I did.
Careful, everyone.
Looks like...
Of course, Master.
The combination...
The scent of a... So, as...
You're saying...
Rainbow roses, but if you...
Rainbow, Yelena.
Take it easy. Gotta make sure Lynette's...
When will Lenny and Lynette do another show?
Take it easy.
Did you know? Right?
Seems like everyone in Fontaine is talking about the new perfume.
I was hoping to. I just hope it won't become the source. I did. Also,
Of course!
besides, when it comes to perfume,
Right! Do those flowers... The language of flowers?
what each flower after returning to Fontaine, I did some Perhaps that's the legacy
You think Kyria...
I paid him of who knows. Yelena is gone. Even if that avenging her Kyria cultivated his revenge like a... In any case, thank you for saving my life. Love and hatred when someone died, but even if it's only the meaning we give, and yet at the...